And there we go. We are rolling. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. It's great to see you all. Hope you're all having an absolutely splendiferous day today, for want of a better word. So, on today's video, we're going to be checking out a band called Widespread Disease, and specifically we're going to be checking out their new song, Slaughterhouse. So, I am very much familiar with this band. I discovered them when they released a song called The Condemned. I loved it. I loved it. Really nice, highly just well produced deathcore. But it had these these vibes coming off of it because of the synth, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. There was something very familiar about it. I was like, right, I've heard something similar to this. So I went into the comment section, and someone said something along the lines of, I'm guessing these guys listen to a lot of Bleeding Through. And I think the band responded, fuck yes, or hell yes, or something like that. And I was like, boom, that's what it is. They sound like Bleeding Through. It's deathcore Bleeding Through with these absolutely fucking gigantic sounding choruses. And a real emphasis on like very fast, very lacerating fast sections with a very well produced snare. So then they released a song called Creator of All, which I'm fairly sure I did a reaction video to. I'm pretty sure I did a reaction video to that. Loved the shit out of that as well. And yeah, that brings us on to the present day. So, excuse me, suffering from a little bit of a hangover. Was totally worth it. Okay, totally worth it, dude. Nope, that's the wrong place. Right, let's put this over here. Okay, that's far too big. Is it? Seems okay. Okie dokie. Right, Widespread Disease, Slaughterhouse. Let's go.
Say that my last words are my last words. Well, fuck the world, that's my last words. The chances of it being entirely successful, like I said
This is a lot more deathcore than their last two songs. Much more like chunky. I love it. That piano is really fucking cool. That's nice. Oh my god. That sounds like Bleeding Through right there. Yeah. If I can stay in my hair, dude. What the fuck? Widespread disease. Fuck's the song called? Slaughterhouse. Okay. That fucking slapped. That delivered a whole big, massive bag of slaps. That was a big, huge slap machine that slaps, so on and so forth. Okay, so first of all, that lyric video was really, really fucking cool. It was in 60 frames a second, so it kind of like looked really, really good. But I don't film my videos in 60 frames a second because I don't have the facilities for that. The bands are getting really, really fucking inventive with these lyric videos. There seems to be a kind of like there's a game called Darkest Dungeon. There was another video that had a kind of Darkest Dungeon style vibe to it. If you've not played Darkest Dungeon, it's a pretty fucking hardcore game. It's like this isn't a gaming podcast. What am I talking about? Go look at Darkest Dungeon, then look at that music video, and you see that the art style is very similar. I just really wish I could remember the other music video that had that style to it, but fuck it, doesn't matter. Lyric video out of the way. Let's get on to the music. Sounding much more like a modern deathcore song. A lot more like that. The fast sections were very death metal-y. It was a lot chunkier as well. There was a lot more like kind of like riff heavy stuff, but again, no kind of like overused cliched breakdowns. I don't know what those blast beats. Just with that snare just hits different. I mean, it just sounds so good. The double bass has got that kind of like some people don't like that kind of like triggered kind of like drum sound, but I really dig that. I think it sounds really, really good, and especially with this style of music as well. The lyrics were really great. They were delivered really well as well. There was different pace to them. The tone of the screams were great. Just everything about that was really good. The guitar work was it went from chunky to little guitar licks to tremolo picking. You really had no idea what was coming next. And it's got quite a unique vibe to it. It really, really does. It didn't sound as much like Bleeding Through as The Condemned did, for example. And that sounded. I was listening to that song this morning on the way to the vet to get my cat spayed. It's not just a synth that reminds me of Bleeding Through. It's actually the guitar work actually sounds very, very much like on The Condemned. It sounds like Love Lost in a Hail of Gunfire by Bleeding Through. that guitar work wasn't featured on this. Like I said, it was a lot more like, you know, lots of tremolo picking, lots of lots of chuggy riffs, lots of like, you know, cool fast sections and stuff like that. Towards the end of it, the synth started giving me some bleeding through vibes. But yeah, this was definitely a lot more traditional, kind of traditional, not modern deathcore, and that's not a bad thing. It was fucking just some really really fucking immaculate, very very impressive deathcore. And that bit as well, where it went really quiet, and then it was kind of like, I don't want to say fast spitting, but I also don't want to say kind of like rapping, because that might piss somebody off. But that had a kind of new metal vibe to it. It really did. That took me by surprise, and I was like, well, that's really fucking cool. Just to change things up a little bit, you know, it was very very impressive. The intro was really cool. I couldn't get I can't quite remember what was going on there, but it sounded like kind of like muffled and underwater, which was really cool. The outro was really nice. The some of the chord progression was really good as well. Again, I can't remember exactly where it was, but I think the part that could be loosely called the chorus had some interesting. It's really really good. These guys are good, and it's just a bit different. They stand out. Basically, they stand out from a sea of other deathcore bands, which is obviously really really fucking cool. There was one more thing I wanted to mention. Fuck it, it's gone. I'll remember as soon as I end the video. To sum up, I'm really, really fucking impressed by Widespread Disease. I've loved every single one of their tracks. I think that might be my favorite one. It's either that or The Condemned. Yeah, I'm really impressed by these guys. Really, really impressed. They've got an interesting style. They're clearly they're clearly not afraid to experiment with that little kind of like fast spitting new metal rappy section, whatever you want to call it. They use synths, they use piano. Oh, that was it. Sorry, the piano had a really, really nice ring to it as well. It sat very, very well in the mix. It complemented it rather than overpowering it or just being underrepresented and not being able to hear it. It was right there, and it went very, very good. But yeah, the synth, piano, different vocal styles. Fast, slow. They get quite melodic. There's tremolo picking. There's chunky deathcore riffs. There's little guitar licks here, there, and everywhere. I'm pretty sure there was a full-on guitar solo on the last track as well, which I'm gonna look up now, because like I said, my head's all fuzzy because I was drinking last night like an idiot. Creator of All, I'm pretty sure there's actually a guitar solo in there. So it's just super impressive stuff. Just to sum up, they've got their own sound. They're not afraid to experiment. The music's really well produced, and really really fucking impressive stuff. So as per usual, guys, links to Widespread Disease social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, link to the music, to the lyric video we just watched, and then there'll be like, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever else they're on. Please, 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 to infinity and beyond with cherries on top. When the video's finished, scroll down, click on every single one of the links, go and like the video, give it a share, play it to your friends, play it to your enemies, play it to your dog, your family, whoever. Leave them a comment, let them know how much of a fucking good job they're doing. Go over Instagram, follow them there. Do whatever you can. Do whatever you can to support these guys. And if you really, really feel like it, if you're feeling very, very generous, go and buy a t-shirt or skins or grinders or whatever these guys have got. Just support them in any way you can, because I definitely want to hear more music from these guys, and I'm sure that you guys do as well. So, one more time. Widespread Disease, Slaughterhouse. Go check that shit out. Thank you very much for joining me. I love you all very much, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.